This question, we are given that f(x) is as such. We are asked to determine the value of 24 times the derivative of f inverse at x equals to 0. In case you forget the formula for the derivative of f inverse at a, this is how we obtain the formula. Let y equals to f inverse x. And therefore, f of y will equal to x. We differentiate both sides with respect to x, then d dx fy equals to d dx x. d dx fy can be written as d dy fy and dy dx. d dxx is equal to 1. For the left hand side, we are actually using the chain rule. d dy fy is f prime y dy dx. Don't forget that we want to find the derivative of f inverse, meaning that we want to find the dy dx. So dy dx is equal to 1 over f prime y. But what is f prime y? 1 over f prime y. Y itself is f inverse x. And this means that the derivative of f inverse at x will equal to 1 over f prime f inverse x, if it exists. Okay, so this is formula for the derivative of f inverse x. Now usually, in order to get the derivative of a function, derivative of f inverse, we can get the f inverse directly and then find its derivative. However, for this case, it is not easy to get the f inverse in general. So it's strongly encouraged to use this formula to get the value 24 of derivative of f inverse at 0. So for record, I just write the formula here. F inverse prime x is equal to 1 over f prime f inverse x. So first of all, we know that we need to get what is the expression for f prime. So from fx equals to x cubed plus 3x squared plus 5x plus 3, f prime is equal to 3x squared plus 6x plus 5. And we need to find out what is f inverse 0 in this case. I'm not quite sure what is f inverse 0. Let's this value as a. So this means that fa is equal to 0. Fa, according to the definition, it is a cubed plus 3a squared plus 5a plus 3 equals to 0. X cubed plus 3x squared plus 5x plus 3, f prime is equal to 3x squared plus 6x plus 5. And we need to find out what is f inverse 0 in this case. I'm not quite sure what is f inverse 0. I'll let it as a y. I'll let this value as a. So this means that fa is equal to 0. Fa, according to the definition, it is a cubed plus 3a squared plus 5a plus 3 equals to 0. Note that the coefficient 1 and 5 is equal to 6, and 3 and 3 is equal to 6 as well. So it suggests that when a equals to -1, this is -6, and this is +6, and the sum is equal to 0. So we know that x equals to -1 is the answer, and therefore x plus 1 is a factor. And the other factor is a squared and plus 3, and for a it should be 3a and 2a in order to get 5a. We can check with the coefficient of a squared, it is 2a squared and 1a squared. That is correct. Now, this will mean that a is equal to -1. And for this case, this is a plus 1 squared plus 2 equals to 0. There's no real solution. This confirms that a has a unique solution that is -1. So 24 f inverse prime 0, using the formula, it is 1 over f prime f inverse 0. And we know that f inverse 0 is equal to a, which is equal to -1. So it is f prime -1. And f prime -1, it will be equal to 3 minus 6 plus 5. 3 minus 6 plus 5. And this is 8 minus 6, that's 2. And therefore the answer is equal to a 12. So with this, 12 is the answer for this question. This is the end of today's lesson. I hope you learned something new today. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.